Well, sorry I couldn't be with you yesterday, but I did go through the hands this morning. It was a really interesting tournament. Um, there were a number of hands to choose from, so it's sometimes I kind of feel like I'm stretching, but I found three hands I really thought were interesting, and maybe we could have done better on. The second board, I can't overemphasize to you how important it is to consider distribution and sequences and in terms of what kind of power your hand actually has. Here we have about a 17-point hand, 6, 8, a 17-point hand, missing the Jack 10 of clubs. This with a 6-card suit, missing Jack 10, and holding that 9, your chances of promoting that 9 are become very good. Wouldn't be the same thing if you were Ace, King, Queen, 9, right? And there were more clubs out there. But with 6 in our hand, if our partner even has a couple, there's a really good chance that Jack will drop third, right? So this is a huge hand for you. Nonetheless, we still start off with a club. And when they bid a diamond, we are going to jump and show them a strong club hand and invitational values. They bid 3 spades. We have Queen third, and hearts seems like an Queen 2, 3 no trump would be in order. Give a game a try. And our partner turns out to have values. Now, this 4 no trump promises 15, 16 high card points, according to the robot. Add that to our 17, and we are in slam range, right? Now, certainly, he knows we have 6 clubs, and one option for us here is simply to bid 6 clubs. I kind of feel like him going to 4 no trump here, though, promises something in hearts. And I don't need much to have a stopper there. So if he has the ace or the king of hearts, we're in great shape. Based on a spade bid, we could just give him the king of spades for fun. And so yeah, king of spades, 3 points, king of hearts, that's 6. Some diamond tricks. I mean, I don't know where he's coming up with all his tricks at points, but if he's got, it just seems like this is a powerful hand. So I'm going to go ahead and bid 6 no trump. 6 clubs is clearly an option, but I'm just going to bid 6 no trump here. And he doesn't have the king of spades, so we have a hole in the spade suit, which is going to be great so long as the king of spades is in north. But we see why he was excited. He had ace, king, queen, 10, 6th, right? Now, if I've got good hopes that the jack and 10 could drop in clubs, he certainly has great hopes that the jack of diamonds could drop in on ace, king, queen, 10. So we can see why he upgraded this hand. He only has 13 points, right? So it feels like we're tight. We're going to lose the first trick. And what we have here is basically, I want to say 3 chances of making this. 1, this club suit sets up for 6 tricks. 2, the diamond suit sets up for 6 tricks. 3, and then in all desperation, a spade finesse through north. I'm going to leave the spade finesse, though, to the end. All right? I'm going to run my clubs, see what happens, and run the diamonds, see what happens. If those both bomb out, I'll take my heart winner, which I should have after this, and then I will try to somehow set up a finesse in spades. And we're getting a 4th chance here, by the way, too, which is the jack of hearts. Okay, so in fact, we have a squeeze position at this point. If this person who is holding the king of spades is also holding the 10 of hearts, he's going to might have some problems here. Start first with the clubs. Now, when you have a situation like this where you're going to play off your top tricks, what you want to be doing is tracking the suit. And basically, you're going to be looking for the jack and 10 of clubs, right? And when those drop, you'll know the rest are good. You have 8, they have 5. Just start leading. Right, we're looking for the jack 10. Now we're looking for the jack. And success. So this, like I said, the percentages on this Jack 10 falling are pretty remarkably good. I don't have it at my fingertips, and I apologize. So now we'll just, we're going to leave a spade up there, right? So that we can try a finesse, try to pick up 2 spades at the end if we have a problem. But now we're looking at basically the Jack of Diamonds falling. The Jack of Diamonds doesn't fall, then we can be watching out for that Jack of Hearts or the King of Spades, right? Because we're going to still get 3. There's the 9 of Diamonds. And there's the Jack of Diamonds. And we're home free. So both of those 6-card suits, the diamonds missing the Jack, the clubs missing the Jack 10, we were able to simply promote by playing our top tricks and counting on them falling. So let's take a look at board 3. Board 3 is a great hand for the declare in the sense that we have a sense of where the cards are. If we take the time, it will help us make this contract. And it features one of the prime problems that you will come across over and over and over again in the game of bridge, which is, I like to call King-Jack guess, right? And the King-Jack here in West's hand of clubs. And our issues are going to be, well, where are the ace and the queen, right? And if you can play that right, if you can make an educated guess on where the ace is, then your 50-50 shot of making this finesse work increase dramatically. So I'll come back to that in a second. I overcall the spade with 1 no trump. We get 2 clubs. I can bid 2 hearts, and my partner will jump immediately to 4 hearts. Right, so we have a loser in spades. We have a potential couple losers in diamonds, and we have the King-Jack guess. We have 1 chance to lead at the King of Clubs. And what we have to decide is where is the Ace of Clubs. If the Ace of Clubs is in north, and those of you who have been my students know that we go on and on and on about this, but if the Ace of Clubs is in north, right, in the hand that plays after the King of Clubs, then the King of Clubs has no shot at winning. If the ace is in south, however, right, then the King of Clubs will always win, given the right distributions, because the king is in the hand that plays after the hand with the ace. Now, you don't have to drive out the ace to score the king. You could care less whether south plays the Ace of Clubs. Okay. Now, can we make a determination where that ace is based on the auction? Well, we have, 6, 8, 10, 6, 17 points, our partner's 8. So we have 25, and south opened. All right? 25, give him 12. That's 27 points. 37 points altogether. Which means that the could north have the ace? Yeah, it could. But given south just a minimum opening hand, he's clearly got the ace. At least that's how we look as we get a positive thought frame of reference on this hand. Now, if south opened and he's weak, maybe there's also a chance that if he's like in the 11-12 bracket that he has lengthened spades. And that one worries me the most. I do not want to duck this and lose my ace when south gives north a rough. Okay, and so you can't duck this trick. You have to pick it up because south could easily have 6. So if south has 6 and has the king, queen of jack, king, queen of spades, let's say, and the ace of clubs, that's 9 points, right? It looks like there's a chance that a queen could be in north's hand. Some queen of clubs, or the queen of diamonds. And we'll keep that in mind as we proceed. So we go up with the ace, and I'll start with the ace of hearts. The jack comes down, which is an interesting play. Does it mean the shortage in hearts on one side or the other? It doesn't seem like south would have 4 hearts. I'm going to go ahead and play the queen of hearts first. and they were no problem. They both were had hearts, so we can pick them up in 3. Now, we've got the diamonds to worry about. We're going to lose a spade, but now is the time that we're going to take a shot at that king of clubs, right? And we're placing the ace in south just because with the division of points, it seems very likely that south would have the ace. So this is no longer a 50-50 guess on where the ace is. It's an educated guess. It's one of those 50-50 guesses that we want to work 75% of the time. Point-wise, we still don't know what's going on with the diamonds. We know that we don't know if south started with 5 spades or 6 spades, but we did take the ace based on the premise that was 6, so I don't mind keeping that in my mind. And we lead the club, and now we catch that. Where is the queen of clubs? We really don't know. There's the king of spades, which we expected. And a diamond is led. The queen of diamonds is led. And we note that he did have 6 spades, right? On the second lead of a spade, north was showing out. So that means he had 6 spades, he had 2 hearts. He has 6 spades, 2 hearts, 3 hearts, he had 3 hearts. And that leaves us with 4 cards in diamonds and in clubs. Still liking putting the queen of clubs in south's hand, especially after he jumped with the ace. So I'm going to take a wild guess that this is a stiff. It might not be a wild guess, right? We have 6 spades. We know he had 3 hearts. That's 9 cards. There's 4 and 4. He could have, it could be 2-2, in which case it's not going to hurt us to jump up with the king because we'll just drop it with the ace. But I don't think that's what's going on. Now we can get rid of this. Okay, and the queen's not there, so the jack didn't come clean. Now we have a decision whether to take a finesse in diamonds or not. Well, he had 2 clubs, right? Right. We led up. He grabbed the ace. We led again, and he played the 6. Queen of clubs could be in north. Queen of clubs could be in south. If the queen of clubs in south and we play the jack of clubs and pitch something like the spade, well, the spade isn't a loser, so it doesn't really help us. We can rough the spade. So basically, you've got to make a decision on whether to finesse. Starting with the 8-8, missing the queen, I think, and missing queen jack, and having seen the queen already be led by south, my inclination is to try the finesse. This seems like this is the way to win, to make the contract. Not only that, and when it's successful, we now can trap the missing honor and cross rough all of them. And now we end up making the return as well. So this is a hand where you need to do a little detective work, a little thought, trying to place that ace of clubs, trying to work out distribution. He had 13 points, right? It was enough for North to have 2 points, but they didn't even have the queen. So work hard and you get rewarded. We come to board 10, and it's got a couple things that I thought were interesting for our crowd. First, there is an auction, a gadget that is very useful, and that comes up here. It's a way in which West can open light, me can open light, and that East can show me a strong hand, basically about as strong a hand as he would have, but yet pass. And at the same time show me support. Fabulous bid to know and love. It's called Drury. Only problem Drury is people forget it. I'm not joking. Of all the gadgets I've ever learned, Drury is the one most likely to be forgotten, which always ends up in a disaster. Now, the other thing here that is going to come up is going to be how to play a hard finesse. And what we want to do, what we want to remember always, is that whenever we are playing a suit, playing our honors, taking a finesse, we want to do it in a manner that promotes other cards. Not promoting, we don't want to promote the opposition's cards. We want to make our cards better by each card play we make. I'll explain a little bit more if that's not clear. So I start off with a heart, right? I got 14 points in a 5-card suit. And we get the Drury bid. The Drury bid is the minor at the 2 level, and it's artificial. Okay? Some people play 2 clubs has one meaning, 2 diamonds has another meaning. But the robot, and I'm particularly fond of this, just simply says I have at least 3. 2 diamonds is yet another bid that can be artificial. It says, basically, partner, if you have a full opener, why don't you take a try at hearts? It also leaves room for at least 1 game try below the 2-heart level, right? I could try make a game try if diamonds was my second suit. But what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to bid 4 hearts. I got 14 points, and it seems like if he has 10 or 11, we should be just fine. The dummy comes down. He has 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points. So we have our 25 points. And we're missing the ace of spades, the ace of diamonds, and the ace of clubs. And in each one of those suits, as the ace is played, the other cards are promoted. So the key to this is not to lose a heart trick. Now, you can't make, and clearly that's going to have to happen at least 1 finesse. Now, playing the queen does not help you, right? Because if it goes queen, king, ace, your jack is promoted, but then you're missing the 10-9. So you're never going to pick up all of the hearts by doing that. Is there one way? But there is one way. I'm not going to ask. There is one way to pick up the heart suit, right? That is if South holds king doubleton. All right? That's the only way you can pick it up. In that case, you lead to the jack. The finesse wins. You play the ace and the king's balls, and the queen can pick up the last. Now, you can't make 5 hearts any other way on this without promoting the 10-9. The only way to pick up the entire suit is to finesse on the first trick to the jack and then play the ace hoping it's king doubleton. If it's not, it's not, and it's not your fault. And you've done the best you can. All right, so I'm going to start by playing the king of spades here, since that's where I would love to be. We'll see whether they take this trick. They don't. We're 4-3 there. They play the king of diamonds, so can't get a promotion in that suit yet. Queen of spades. North's lead is clearly a doubleton, right? So they're looking for a ruff in hearts to go along with their 3 aces. But we know what our plan is and what we have to do. We have to lead at the jack, right? And then we have to play the ace. If we led the queen and we played the king and we played the ace, we haven't done anything to help ourselves, right? So we can't lead the queen. We have to lead low at the jack. And then, because the only way to pick up the king of hearts is to find a doubleton, we play the ace. Now, you may say, we got lucky, right? And in a sense, we got lucky. But the element of luck implies some sort of risk to me, like it's a gamble. Oh, we got lucky and avoided some downfall. Well, we avoided the downfall because we played the cards correctly, right? If you didn't play it this way to drop the king, then you weren't going to get lucky ever. So you can call it luck, but I call it having a good sense of the fact that when we play our cards, we try to make our cards better. And the only way to make our queen better was for that king to be a doubleton. Right? So now we pick that up. We can knock out some other suits. I can't remember if the king of clubs was played yet. There it is. I think that gives us the rest of the tricks, right?